It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the Packers' leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Packers and the Chargers on EA Sports.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway in Southern California. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback. He's got Thompson here, complete.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Over the middle, complete. That's Lambert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Watkins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Play action this time with Love. Right side complete. That's Woods. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Love. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 of the 20.
Love now. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. The numbers for him from a week ago, 12 carries, 54 yards.
Well, to know what's surprised, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
From the gun on 3rd down, Gordon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Packers first down.
He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Gordon. He finds his man, complete. That's Thompson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Gordon. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Gordon. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league. And
Charger football to start quarter number 2. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing. Love. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
13 yards on the play. And the Chargers first down.
Off the play fake, Love. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Curry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Love looking to throw it.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Gordon. He finds his man, complete. That's Lambert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
The Packers had 10-3 on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Now a handoff up the middle. Carmichael, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Back to throw. Gordon. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
From the gun on third down, Gordon. And that will be incomplete as well. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Love from the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Watkins.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watkins.
And he's got it to about the 40.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He finds his man, complete. That's Curry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Watkins. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Operating from the gun, Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Alvarez. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. That's over the middle to Schoonmaker. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Love.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. To the air again, Love.
to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So it was fourth down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense heading back for one final first-half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lambert. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the gun, Gordon. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Thompson.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
In motion left goes a tight end. From the gun on third down, Gordon. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the visiting Titans who were able to walk away with the road victory. The Titans don't want to give up on the playoffs just yet, as they get back to 500 at 7-7 and keep their slim hopes alive. We'll stay in the NFC South as we head to Carolina to check on the Panthers. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. The final score, 19-7. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that ball.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lambert. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Looking to throw. Gordon.
Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. Now a give, right side. Carmichael. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Gordon got his tight end. That's complete. That's Marsh.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. In motion, the tight end. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gordon, he finds his man, complete. That's Lambert. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Operating from the gun. Gordon. And that is incomplete. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Gordon. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Watkins. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Here's 3rd and 9.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that will be incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throw left side complete. That's Lambert. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Love now. Incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And some room to roll now.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Gordon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. Gordon. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in.
They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Interesting decision here because I think you've got to kick it and tie this game. If it's the second quarter, maybe then you go for it. But here in the 4th, you can't come away with nothing.
And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now Love. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. Up the middle they go. It's Watkins. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brings up second and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Love.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Gordon. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. On now is the Packers punter as they'll come on to kick this one away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. In motion goes the tight end. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Watkins.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down. Love able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Watkins. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Curry. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll leave them with a third and just a yard.
Brings up third and 1.
Back to throw. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Watkins. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Love looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Up the middle they go. Watkins. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. They'll come up first and 10 here. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Back to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Final 90 seconds here. It's second and 10. He'll look to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Marsh. And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, you know, if he tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So for the Chargers, their battle to finish above 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.